that my luck's run out. When things don't go to plan, I kinda lose my mind. I hope it's real. It's like looking right.